Reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Aikman. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Aikman. It's caught. Tolbert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Now it's Aikman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The pass. Incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 61, matchbox, lights. Go, go. 58, come on. 58, come on. Go.
On 3rd and goal, Aikman. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Corey Littleton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down, it's Jones. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, Orbit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Say. Protein spill. Big it. Hey, Echo.
On 2nd down, Aikman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Okay, ready? Go 58's the mic. Here we go. Double time. Hey. 4 down.
Shoot. A 1st down carry by Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
90 Wolf. Tristan Travis.
They go play action now. Aikman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Keys. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Keys. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the 2nd quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After 1 quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
On the set. 55. Hey, eat. Smooth. Got one. Hey, check right. Watching it by. Watch it go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. On 3rd down, Aikman. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10. He's got Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw. Keys, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do? We look at the stat sheet. We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Rock it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keys nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Keys. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Aikman. Wide open receiver, complete. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Aikman will throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
80 weapons.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the gun on third down is Aikman. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, high 7. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm scared. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready? 8, read.
Right there, 54 Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 54.
Deep rip. Deep rip.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Set up. 18 Gators.
54, Mike 54. Coming.
And 5.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Big series,
Ready?
Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
You draw Corkers.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Look, squeeze.
Check 20.
Go.
Off play action. Keys nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Keys. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake. Keys. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run with Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Off the play fake, here's Aikman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Play action. It's Aikman. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. There he goes, right side. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready? 56 is the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, check 24. Check 24. What up?
On the delay, Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Touchdown, Packers! Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Sponge. No.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch 54. Watch the run.
Off play action. Keys. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Motion out of the backfield.
Bravo.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Coming to you. Check. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Keys into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Off the play fake. Keys. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Check.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
It's a party now.
Protein spill. 5.
To throw on second down. Keys. And this one's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Ready?
Off play action. Keys. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Greystone travel.
Alert 3.
Leo.
You got time.
Go.
They go back to the ground with Jones. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Keys setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They go to Elliott again. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anyway.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week. Now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying it. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they